Alright guys, some Sunday night charts here for a few stocks that have nice charts that we will be watching in the chat room this week. Let's start with ROST, Ross Stores. You can always see the symbol, anything I'm talking about, up here in the upper left-hand corner. So this first one is Ross Stores. Now this is certainly ahead of itself a bit, but really nice volume on Friday. Or I'm sorry, Thursday, and then kind of an inside quiet day on Friday. Usually these need to come in more. So this is just kind of, it's gonna have a spot on a chart on one of my monitors, but won't be my main focus or anything. You like these on big volume coming off a bottom though. You can get sometimes bigger moves than you'd expect. So we'll see. You did have a one-day pullback to the breakout area, right, to recent highs. So anyway, this is interesting, but it'll be not one of my first and foremost stocks I'll be watching. ANR, been watching this one in chat. This one broke resistance right here and then came back in and then made another attempt, came back in, and now it's kind of in breakout territory. It was kind of struggling with the 200-day moving average right here. So now we're in breakout territory. Now if you look at the daily candles, you don't see really any big ones. I mean, here's a nice move. Here's a nice move, but as a general rule, most of the candles are small. And that's important. It tells you this is a stock that doesn't generally make big moves on any given day. So not a great trader, but we'll see. This one deserves to be on watch as well. MCP, a little bit of a weird chart here. Zoomed in a little bit more than the other charts, but you had a high. You can kind of see a trend line, lower high and a lower high still. This one looked like it was going to roll over after the attempted breakout here, but it's held up pretty well. So nice volume here and here. If this one gets up over 1050, 1060, which is kind of right in this area where my cursor is, it'll become more interesting. And this one has some nice shorts in it, and so it can squeeze at times. And up above this trend line, it looks really good. You get over this high and this high, you could get a massive move. So this one is on our radar pretty much every day in chat, and only with a low risk setup, but it's worth watching. Again, it'll catch my interest if it shows some volume one of these days. We'll use our tactics to get an entry if we see a setup. Best Buy, this is 60-minute candles here, and definitely a weird chart. You kind of have this island reversal up here. And you can see what I've written here, 60-minute candles, weird chart. But anyway, Schultz I guess he was the former CEO, if I'm not mistaken. I don't follow news as much as I do charts, but it came out on this day that apparently they were delaying his offer or even looking at an offer until February. I think they wanted to get the holiday sales in there. So, at one point this guy was offering over $20 a share to take this company private. So I kind of feel like it's put a floor, this story. Whether or not he ever buys it out, I have no idea. I don't trade based on speculation, what someone might do. But I kind of think it's put a floor. If I'm short this stock, I'm going to be terrified of a day like this back here, okay? That they're going to come out and announce, okay, he's offering such and such a share. So with that in mind, you kind of have a trend line here. You could squint a little bit, blur your eyes, and maybe have an inverse head and shoulders here too as well. I like it up over this area. I think you've got a floor here, at least for the next few weeks, because of shorts worrying about Schultz taking the company private in some kind of offer. So this one is a candidate for making some nice intraday moves. And if you have it on a chart and you're right there trading the markets, Best Buy might give us a nice trade. And if we get one this week, I'll make a follow-up video to show you how and what we did. But anyway, this one's on watch up over that 1220 area, something like that, for a possible move. Leap, L-E-A-P, is a little bit weird, but you had this real nice move back here and immediately got slammed. It's worked its way back up near recent highs. Kind of had sneaky volume on Friday, and again, I don't love this one, but up over this area, Leap might make a move. Again, sometimes you have charts that you love, and sometimes you have charts like Leap. It kept lighting up my unusual volume scanner on Friday, and that's enough for me to just say, hey, let's throw this on a chart this week. JCPenney's another one that makes nice moves at times. This is back here in November, starting to look like it was a bottom. JCPenney's has a lot of shorts in it as well. You finally got this nice move here and really a flag. These are daily candles. You got to like it long up over this area. I don't have a number for you. Friday's high right here was 2071, so up over that, and then you have a recent high near 21. So if you can get over Friday's high in the mid 2070s, you might get through 21, and then I bet you this thing's off to the races. So keep your eyes on JCPenney's. It's given us some really nice trades lately, and as I've written here, it can make almost violent upside moves at times, probably due to heavy short interest, but it doesn't cost you anything to have JCPenney's on a chart. JCP, VVUS, very similar to some of these others I've just shown you. VVUS, nice base down here, nice breakout here, and kind of flagging. So VVUS also, I believe, has a lot of shorts in it, and we'll be watching for a flag break here on that one this week as well. This one I don't love, CLF in the coal industry, kind of like ANR. This group pretty much moves together, but CLF has had a big move from 28 to 40 here over the last month. But you do have a very clean 3-day pullback. It did touch the 8-day moving average. And if the coal group, other names start moving on Monday or any day this week, this is certainly a good candidate. Anytime you have clean stair steps like that on a recent strong stock, CLF might make another move higher. Watch the group though with that one. And PPHM, I generally don't deal in these cheapies, but just clicking through charts, this does have a pretty good setup. You have a high back here, lower high. You had a lower high here, which I think it either tested or maybe broke. I'm not sure, but now you've got a nice flag. So up over this flag, you could retest. This one's got a potential to make a nice percentage move, PPHM. I don't even have this on our watch list in chat. I just found it and thought I'd throw it on this video. I'll probably tell our chat room members in the Monday morning pre-market review. I'll probably show this chart because some you always have people that like to trade these cheaper ones and maybe get a nice percentage move. But be careful and never bet the farm just because the stock is a low dollar stock. They can hurt you just as bad, if not worse, than the higher price names. So keep that in mind. And that's it. That's what I'm watching so far. We will probably find some stocks to add in the pre-market on Monday. Should be a good week, though. All right. Have a great Sunday night, and we'll see you guys on Monday.